Have you ever tried bending a tiny orthodontic wire and ended up bending your patient instead? In just 14 days, I had to learn how to fabricate a Hawley arch from scotch. No shortcuts, no excuse, and trust me, it's way harder than it looks. Hi everyone, my name is Kim Ngân and I'm an odontostomatological student at the University of Medicine and Pharmacy in Vietnam. In today's video, I'm going to take you along my journey of learning how to bend a Hawley arch, one of the most classic orthodontic appliances. I'll show you what it is, why we use it, how I struggle a lot, and what I improved. So here is the situation. I recently had a practical class where we were required to fabricate a Hawley retainer by ourselves, and not just for practicing. We had to submit a finished product within 2 weeks. At first, I thought, okay, just bending wire, how hard can it be? But once I actually started, I realized this is not just about bending metal, it's about precision, control, patience, and a lot of muscle memory. So I decided to document my process over 14 days to see how much I could improve. In video, you can see my second day of practicing bending Hawley arch. While you are jumping through my process, let's quickly understand what a Hawley retainer is. A Hawley retainer is a removable orthodontic appliance made of two main parts: an acrylic base that sits on the palate or landward area, and a metal wire that wraps around the teeth to hold them in position. Its main purpose is to maintain teeth alignment after orthodontic treatment, basically to prevent relapse. Patients usually wear it full time right after braces are removed, then gradually switch to nighttime wear. It's removable, which means patients can take it out when eating or brushing, make it more hygienic compared to fixed retainer. Even though clear retainers are more popular nowadays, Hawley retainers still have their own clinical value. Now let's talk about the most challenging part, bending the wire. The labial bow is the most important component, and it requires precise symmetry and adaptation. Here's how I approach it. First, I started by selecting the correct wire, usually stainless steel with appropriate thickness. Then, step by step. 1. Marking reference point. I identify the midline and the cornering position on the model to guide my bends. 2. Forming the labial bow. This was the hardest part. I had to create smooth curves that follow the contour of the teeth without pressing too tightly, creating adjustment loops. These small loops near the canines allow future activation, but making them symmetrical is extremely difficult. 4. Adapting the wire to the model. The wire must sit passively, not too tight, not too loose. 5. Bending retention clamps. This is called Adam clamps or C-clamps. These help anchor the retainer to molars. Precision here is critical for stability. Throughout the process, I constantly had to check symmetry, readjust angles, and sometimes start over completely. That's the reason why you guys can see my messy hair there. Yeah, because I start to bend a new one. Let's be honest, what was easier? Understanding theory, identifying landmarks on the model, and basic wire handling. What was difficult? Controlling hand force, achieving symmetry on both sides, making smooth, natural curves instead of sharp bends, and fixing mistakes without ruining the entire struggle. And the biggest challenges? Patience. Because one wrong bend can destroy everything you just did and make you to start over and over again. And yeah, I started to bend another new one on the 9th day of the journey. Yeah. Looking back, here's my self-evaluation. About strength, I'm persistent. I didn't give up even after multiple failures. I improved my hand control over time, and I become more detail-oriented. About weaknesses, still struggling with perfect symmetry. Sometimes overcorrecting bend, not yet fast enough for clinical efficiencies. And now, I'll give you space to enjoy my journey, whether you guys want it or not. And here it is, my final Hawley arch. It's not perfect, but the white follows the two contour quite well. The loops are relatively symmetrical, and the gloves provide decent retention. Most importantly, it fits the model passively, which is the key requirement. This 14-day journey taught me more than just bending wire. It taught me patience, precision, and the importance of practicing in dentistry. Because behind every simple appliance, there's a lot of skill involved. If you're a dental student going through the same thing, don't worry. Struggling is part of the process, and the improvement will come with time. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, have you ever tried bending a Hawley arch? Which thing I can improve about my bending Hawley arch process, and even my English. See you guys in the next video. Bye!